From The Legend of Zelda to Dragon Quest to The Elder Scrolls, there are countless video games about being the hero. Be it a lone farm boy turned warrior, or a mighty soldier on a quest to save the world. Somewhere, somehow, there is an evil force or entity or something out there bent on destroying us all, and somebody's gonna stop them. The question remains, what happens after all the dust settles? The sky clears and evil is vanquished. So now what? Well, in the case of today's game, Littlewood, you start a town. Naturally. By the way, thank you to developer Sean Young for providing the review code for this video, and as always, it does not affect my opinion of the game. Available for $14.99 on PC and now on the Nintendo Switch, Littlewood is a game that puts you in the shoes of a hero who has already at this point saved the world from the big bad, in this case simply known as the Dark Wizard. Our hero is stricken with amnesia. Awakening 3 days later in the home of your friend Willow, you, Willow, and your friend Dalton take it upon yourselves to rebuild the town that was laid waste by the Dark Wizard's reign of destruction. Doesn't look too bad to me, but I mean, hey. I'm gonna get this out of the way right now. Littlewood plays a lot like a combination of Animal Crossing and Harvest Moon / Stardew Valley, etc. I mean, that's kind of oversimplifying it, but also kind of exactly correct. It feels a lot like Animal Crossing in the sense that you start off with just a couple of people living in your village, and more will come to join. Help them out and build a house for them, and they'll become permanent residents. Don't build a house, and, well, I mean, they're still gonna be in your town, but they're just gonna be outside, kind of guilting you until you build a house. Unlike Animal Crossing, villagers are not random and do seem to be predetermined, at least from what I can tell. Also, they're not animals. Okay, some are animals. As characters move into your village, each one introduces you to new items, tools, and mechanics, evolving the gameplay as you go, as well as becoming increasingly more difficult to move into your village because they'll require higher level materials to build their house and furnish their homes. This is where the game starts to feel a bit more like Stardew Valley or Harvest Moon. Instead of having villagers appear randomly from a giant pool of possibilities, each with certain personality traits determined by their villager type, like in Animal Crossing, each villager is an actual concrete character with their own likes, their own personalities, and unique dialogue written specifically for each of them. You can talk to villagers, compliment them, complete tasks, and even have them follow you around for the day. Having someone follow you around can result in picking up extra items and currency compared to what you might find on your own. All of this will also increase their relationship bars. I haven't romanced any characters yet, but I'm pretty sure that you can, considering all of the characters seem to flirt with you at some point. And I mean all of the characters. Aside from your little town, there are also plenty of new areas to explore where you can collect more resources to build new items and structures to make your town even better and accommodate for all those new villagers. Eventually, you'll be able to build the hot air balloon platform that lets you travel to other places to see the world of Solemn. There's the endless forest where you can find tons of wood, the dust caverns for collecting ore, and even more as you upgrade the hot air balloon. Each of the gathering locations is procedurally generated and changes each time you go. They aren't huge, but they are plenty large enough to be able to gather plenty of materials before expending all your energy. There really isn't combat in the game, but there are some threats, like these spooky trees, for example, that just shoot branches out of the ground, and if one even touches you, you get knocked out and sent to the starting area, unable to go back out for the day. Really, that's it. You got hit by a tree branch, so you're done. You're spent for the day. You gotta go home and wallow in shame. Get good. The passage of time in Littlewood plays a little bit more similar to how you'd expect in a Harvest Moon clone. The real time in Animal Crossing works for that game, but let's be honest, sometimes you just want to keep playing now and not wait several weeks to unlock something. You time travelers in Animal Crossing know exactly what I'm talking about. Cheaters. In Littlewood, however, time passes as you spend your energy. Instead of having a depleting energy bar like you might in Harvest Moon, you have a time bar that fills up as you do little activities. Do anything that increases your experience, such as pulling weeds, catching bugs, or chopping wood, and the time meter fills. Once it's almost full, the world gets a little bit darker and the music changes. Once the time bar is full, you're done doing tasks for the day that would fill it anymore until you go to bed. But you can still feel free to walk around, explore, sell your items, and talk to villagers for as long as you want. You'll spend each day in Littlewood doing basically whatever you want, with villagers suggesting new things for you to do that will help the town grow and flourish and will also help advance the story as you get more people to move into your town. Farming, catching bugs, fishing, or even paying compliments to villagers are all gonna fill that time bar, but will also all level up your individual skills as well as giving you items to sell. You're gonna want to build a marketplace as soon as you can so you can sell certain expendable items like bugs or weeds, helping you earn dewdrops. Dewdrops are the game's main currency, which can be used for anything such as new blueprints or upgrading your facilities. You can also earn dewdrops and increase your relationships with characters by furnishing their homes according to their specific wants. You'll want to build a desk in each villager's house, which will allow you to view what that character wants in their home to make them happier. Personally, for me, it's really satisfying to get those done and check off those boxes and then unlock new ones to do. In your town, you can stop at any time to enter build mode. Build mode allows you to do anything such as building houses, planting trees or crops, and even moving around trees, rocks, lakes, rivers, and hills. It is super easy and quick and intuitive and just a lot more simple and less frustrating than doing it in Animal Crossing. There's a wide variety of structures you'll build over your time in Littlewood. There are stores, a restaurant, a marketplace. The plaza is also very important because here you'll get to see some little story advancements and character interactions between the villagers. Not only that, but once you have the plaza, you'll periodically get visits from NPCs with different tasks you can do, such as a cute little bunny that'll send you on an egg hunt. Oh no. 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 No! Okay, it's not that bad, and it takes only one in-game day to complete, but I still have night terrors from that. There's also a museum where you'll be tasked with donating literally one of every item in the game, and you can even build a mayor's office for yourself where you can see your town's beauty rating as well as spend dewdrops to fulfill town wishes. Really, these are just incremental upgrades that will make the town a little bit better, such as being able to plant more crops and trees, spawn more fish and bugs for you to catch, and so on. As I'm writing this video, I'm realizing that there is a lot to this game despite how simple it kind of actually is. The best part of it, in my opinion, is how fast it moves. Animal Crossing and Harvest Moon games are great, but I absolutely love the pick up and play feel of Littlewood. On the surface, it feels like there's not that much to it, and in truth, it isn't the deepest game, sure. You're still gonna spend each day farming, gathering, socializing, and more, but it's done so in a way where you can feel yourself progressing in the game. The underlying backstory of a hero trying to regain his memories all ties it together with a neat little bow that I think adds a little bit more of a uniqueness to it than you might find in something as simple and straightforward as Harvest Moon or Stardew Valley, where you're just a farmer, as well as being deeper than Animal Crossing, where it's just like, you're on an island, kid. Go nuts. If you're into games full of side quests that give you the satisfaction of checking boxes, Littlewood is really going to scratch that itch. And now that it's available on the Nintendo Switch, this is the perfect type of game to pick up and play on the go, especially if you're a fan of life sims.